Thank you, sir.
All right, the next person, please.
Good morning, sir. My name is Aino Caroline. I'm the creative director and lead coordinator of Soups Kitchen.
All right, thank you. The next person, please. We are doing self-introduction. If you have not mentioned your name, please go ahead and mention your name and what you do before we start. Hello?
Musa, are you on the call? Damilola, who else is here? Please mention your names and do your introductions.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. My name is Musa Adetitun. I'm the CEO of Fish Orbits Farm. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Daniel. Do we have other people? Asma?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. My name is Asma Osman. I'm the CEO of Fresh Park Enterprises Limited.
All right. You are welcome. What about Caroline? Caroline, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I've made my introduction. So I said my name is Aino Caroline.
All right, that's okay. What about Dorcas? Dorcas, can you introduce yourself? Okay, Opa. Mulikat is just joining. Can you introduce yourself? Mulikat, you're just joining. Introduce yourself, please. Unmute yourself and introduce yourself. I know Opa and Dorcas. All right, we will get.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Princess Olugbenga Adetitun. The name of my company is Opa Kent Global Limited.
All right.
What else am I supposed to mention?
That's okay. That's all. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for coming. Today I will be talking to us about cooperative society. And before I go on, I need to let us know that we need to take this training seriously. But it's just a pity we are already at the final stages of the program. But the remaining ones, let's take them seriously. Let me let us know something, that every person that comes to speak to us, they get paid. Every person that speaks to you in this training, they get paid, and they prepared very well. And it's years of experience that they are sharing with you. The information we are sharing with you, so people are asking for the PowerPoint, even you can get it online. But it's not about the PowerPoint, it's about the experience that is being shared with you. It's about the experience. I'm a lecturer. If I go to class, I give student material. When I get to class, I'm saying a different thing from experience, not from the notes. And I got that from one of my professors. He's a professor on the field. He's on the field. So he comes to class with a file, but he's not reading the note, he's not reading notes from the file, but he's just holding the file just as a guide. As he's presenting, he's telling you the projects they've done for Kwara State government, how they did this related to what he's talking about, how it was done. So he's talking from years of experience. So this is what most of our facilitators and people speaking here are bringing. That is why when I attended one last week and I see the attendance, I was not happy. Then question time, that the one I attended, even the participant did not ask any question. I was the one that asked the person speaking question. And then the assignment he gave, I now started numbering. Up to date, we don't have up to 25 people that submitted the assignment on proposal writing. So the facilitator you have presented, you have created this money. So, but you, the participant, are you getting the information, getting the knowledge that can better you for the next level? So now we are talking here about how to raise funds from and how to maximize business cooperatives in Nigeria. How you can raise funds and then how you from cooperatives and how you can maximize your business cooperative in Nigeria. You know, we asked you to write proposal the last time. I took a proposal in the physical class the other time. Last week, the facilitators talked to you about business proposal. That was the assignment I had to submit. Your business plan. And I told us that day that you should have it at the, it should be in your, it should just be with you every time. So that any opportunity that comes, you just have it, just throw the plan in. I can tell you that almost every day, I still write academic grants, other grants. Let me tell you what happens in the financial world and in the world generally. When a call is made, many people will say it's a lie, they will not take people, they won't do it, they will not give anybody. Eventually, they want to give 10 people, only 3 people applied. What do you think will happen? Those 3 people will get it. They will get it automatically. But most times it's competitive, where they want to give 10 people or 5 people, and then 1,000 or 20,000 are applying. At that case, your proposal must be top notch. So if you apply and you don't get it, don't feel discouraged. Instead, keep applying. That's what I tell people. And then the moment you win it, people will now look at you that, this person is a great person. You not knowing all the losses, all the ones you have applied for, that you didn't win. A friend of mine traveled he did his PhD in the United States those days on full scholarship. So one of those days, he's a professor today at FUTA. One of those days, he came to you in London, you are a lecturer, and I asked him, then I was doing my PhD, I asked him, how many applications did you write before you got your PhD? His answer surprised me. He said uncountable. He made uncountable applications before he got that one PhD scholarship. But now with that one PhD scholarship, we all look at him that he's a master in scholarship writing. Before I got Fulbright scholarship that I used to go to United States, which enabled me to be talking to you now, I made it a point of duty to be applying once a week. I must apply for something, whether it is internship, whether it is scholarship, whether it is anything, any kind of thing, I must apply. There's an online forum called Opportunities for Africans. Opportunity for Africans is a website owned by one Nigerian or thereabout. Every week it posts information on available grants for Africans. And there are many thousands of online resources you can use to access open grants and open funding. Maybe because I normally look for grant and funding online, on my phone, normally there's a place I just go to, it's just there. From maybe you can Google or from whatever, they just list different grants from different times. And sometimes you see me send something to any group I belong to, it is there. Sometimes I see it. And the one I can apply for, I apply. Yesterday morning, I applied for one for my wife that I saw that she was qualified for and I applied. And I sent it. So let's make ourselves prepared and ready. Now, how to raise funds from and maximize business cooperatives. Generally, we are talking about cooperative society today. Mr. Sheidara, I've spoken to you about cooperative previously, but you are looking at it today from another angle. Now, you have a business idea, you have a business plan, you have a business strategy, you have a business thought, you have business, you think this business can work. And that is why you are writing grants and sending it out that this business can work. If only I can get so amount of money, it can work. If actually that business, you believe in it that it can work, what are you going to do if you don't have grants to run the business? Are you going to allow the business to die? Are you going to forget about the business, about the dream? You believe it can work. That's why you have the proposal, you have the plan, you have drawn it, you have done your feasibility study, you have done everything. You've checked the price, you've checked the buying price, the selling price, you know everything about the business. Now you need funding to do it, but you are not getting the funds from grants. You don't get the fund from angel investors. You don't get the fund from any quarter that want to dash you the money or that want to do business with you, partnership. What then are you going to do? If I'm the one and I believe in that thing that it can work, what I'm going to do is to look for ways to get the funding by myself. I will look everywhere that I can, because this is a business plan that I know this plan can work. If I do it, it's going to work, it's going to sell, it's going to become top of the town, talk of the town. And I've tried to get grant, I can't get it. I'm going to look for money on my own. If it's going to take me to do some kind of manual jobs, I will do it, just to be able to raise funds for that project I believe in, that business I believe in that can work. So that is where the idea of cooperatives come in. In cooperatives, you put in some amount of money, then you can get back 2 times what you put in or 3 times what you put into the cooperative. So it's not every time that you just say, auntie, please, ẹjọ́ fún mi ní 5,000 bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹjọ́ fún mi ẹjọ́ mo fẹ́ ṣe kíní yìí ẹjọ́. At a point, the auntie will not respond to you again. At a point, the person will not respond. I have one of my family members, and then that time I had 2 cars, and then I wanted to give the car to my brother. I just felt, let me give it to one of my family members. So I wanted to give it to my brother. One of my sisters said, no, let me give it to another of my family member who is a woman. Her husband is struggling, that the husband can use it, can use that vehicle to be doing business. So I gave them the car. Later on, I got to know that they sold the car. The moment they got the car, they just sold it off. The essence was that take this car, use it for kabu, just go from there back. Go for every day you can be eating. So they sold it off and they used the money to eat. It pained me. After then, this person have come again to ask me for money, to ask me for money, to ask me for money. I've been giving. But recently, I just woke up from my sleep that this person that is just disturbing like this, I gave you a whole car, and you just car that I use loan, it's loan, I collected loan to buy another car. Now it's okay, let me give you this car. Eventually, the person sold it off. So recently, the person called me again that this and that, I should send some money. I said, okay, I didn't send it. What I'm trying to say is that you must believe in your goal. You must believe in your vision to the extent that you can keep some money aside to be able to run what you believe in. Yes, sometimes you can get grants. Let me tell you, even if you get grants, sometimes they will not give you the whole money for the grant. There's a grant that some people I know are working on now. They got the grants and then they give them 60%. They will not give them the remaining 40% until they finish everything. So where will they get the 40% to complete the project? They will rely on loan if they don't have partner savings. And let's say the money that you're going to use 80% or 90%, then 10% is their own. Now, where do they get the remaining ones? When they give them 60%, that is where cooperative will come in now. Now you have an idea, and then this idea, you see that if it goes at this time, that's where cooperative come in. And that's why you have to maximize the cooperative. Business cooperatives are member-owned organizations formed to meet common business needs, and they provide funding, shared resources, training, and collective bargaining power, especially important for startups and small-scale entrepreneurs in Nigeria. So if you are a small-scale entrepreneur in Nigeria, you need a cooperative so that at any given time you need money, you can run to the cooperative and get money. You know, my own joy in the cooperative is that you take a loan, then you pay back the loan. After you have paid back the loan, you have power to take another loan, which you can use to set up a lot of things, and then things get to run. I have a mentor online. He said he belongs to 3 cooperatives. 3. So he belongs to this one, this one, this one. In fact, that individual, his wife is in charge of one cooperative. So now, this is where cooperatives comes in any business entity. If you go to banks, the interest rate in banks, very, very enormous, very, very high. The interest rate at banks is very high, that 26%, 30%. But your cooperative will charge you less than 10%. And at the end of the day, your cooperative again will give you dividend. You will share dividend from the profit they have made. So cooperative is better than banks. And there are many cooperatives in town that you can join if you are not joining one. And you can even start one with people of like minds that will not default. Now, what are the benefits of joining a cooperative? Number one, easier access to loans and pooled funds. You have easy access to loan, you have easy access to pooled funds. There was a time I wanted to buy a car. I sold the car I was using, 2 cars I was using, giving me some problem. I sold them at giveaway price, and then put the money in cooperative, and I was walking about with my leg for 2 months. The president of the cooperative asked me, so how are you now moving? How are you now going from one place to another? I said, I'm trekking, no, I'm not using anything. My family to everybody, we are just doing like that. Immediately, that made the woman to go and approve the loan I wanted to collect. So, easier access to loans and pooled funds. Then a cooperative also gives you shared infrastructure and market access. It makes you to have access to so many things. Currently, there's a cooperative I belong to on campus. They are advertising fertilizer now. For your information, I belong to 2 cooperatives. One is the ASU cooperative, which I was financial secretary of ASU when we were brainstorming to create it. You know, Iloni was out of ASU for a long time until 2021. So I was financial secretary of ASU from 2021 to 2023. So from 2023 to 2025, somebody else. Currently now we are advertising for another election, and some other people are going to come in. So now in the 2 cooperatives, they are trying to sell fertilizer. Now maybe somebody that sells fertilizer come to meet the cooperative. So from there, the cooperative will now add some money to how much they will sell to you, but you will not pay cash. Members will take the fertilizer, and they'll be deducting the money from their salary. Then a cooperative also gives you groups, savings, and credit schemes. Then cooperative can give you access to government or NGO support. You see, a cooperative, you can do a lot of things together. You can go for big funds together as a cooperative. So it gives you access to government. You want to reach out to government, okay, we are the people in this cooperative, we want to do this. Government, what are you going to do for us? And that is where sometimes NGO comes in. That's where community-based societies come in. Everything, some people leave it for government, everything they say government. You see, I pass through some places, I see the road. Just a particular section, there's a water there. I just look. So all the youth in this area, all the old people, everybody, they can come together one Saturday and just say, okay, let's pack sand from here and put it here. Let's create drainage for this water to go. And then the place will be fine. They are waiting for the government to come and fix everything for them. By the time they do that, they carry sand and put it there. They can now go and bring the chairman and say, chairman, come and see what you have done. If the chairman come and see what they have done, the chairman of the local government, Ori Emawu will be happy. He will be moved. These people have tried, let us now help them. But people will leave everything. Everybody is just passing with their jeep, with their leg, with everything, and leaving everything. So this is where cooperative is power. Also in the area of market and asking government to come in to assist them. So a cooperative have access to government. Individual businessman may not have access to government. As a cooperative, you can have access to government. You write government together and see, this is what we want to do, this is what we want you to help us to do. And they agree as a cooperative and they write the government, or they go and see the government, and then the government gets back to them and looks at what they want to do. Also, a cooperative can get NGO support. There are many NGOs that are out there looking for people that they can do this for, do that for. So the cooperative can be is a gathering of people. Maybe they are small-scale entrepreneurs, and then an NGO want to focus on small-scale entrepreneurs. Already we have a cooperative of small-scale entrepreneurs. So that NGO, we just come and meet the cooperative and work with them, and everybody goes home happy. So that is the benefits of cooperative. There are many other benefits that one can get from cooperatives. Now let's look at the types of cooperatives in Nigeria. There are different types of cooperatives. Number one I have here is the credit and thrift cooperatives. These credit and thrift, they focus on savings and lending. Savings and lending. Then we also have the multi-purpose cooperatives. They engage in both trade and savings. So multi-purpose cooperative will borrow you money. They can buy food. During Ileya now, they can buy ram. Somebody can bring ram. They will buy the ram from the farm, bring it to town where the cooperators are, and tell cooperators come and get ram at so price. But you're going to pay him gradually, maybe over 4 months, over 5 months, over 6 months. Then the person will get the ram, or thereabout. Or during Christmas, somebody want to buy rice, or during a particular time, they give a particular amount, even sometimes money. During the salad, they can give money. During the Christmas, they can give money. Or when they see that the business is doing somehow, they can give money to the people to do some things. Then we also have agricultural cooperatives. These cooperatives, as the name goes, they support farmers. They focus on farmers and they support them. Then we have workers cooperative, like the one I belong to, and which I have worked as ESCO before. So it's jointly owned by employees for business operations. Now, let's come to the nitty-gritty of this matter. How do you raise funds through cooperatives? We have looked at different aspects of the cooperative, why it is important, the types, the benefits. Now, how then do you raise funds through cooperatives? You must register and become a member of an active cooperative. There's a cooperative I belong to. I was just saving how much? 5,300. Before you know it, I was just putting the money there, Before you know it, the money after like 2 years, 5,300 have become something. Then I could take times 2. So I was expecting some money. Immediately, I just went there, I got it. And within 1 week, the money I was expecting came around. I just put the money put everything back in the cooperative. So number one thing you need to do to raise funds through cooperative is to register and then become active in one. Number two, you have to contribute regularly to group savings. That is thrift contribution. It can be 5,000, can be 2,000, can be 10,000, as your capacity can carry. So you put that money in the cooperative regularly every month. Let it grow big before you now think of taking maybe 2 times or 3 times of what you have there. So if you have contributed 100,000 to the cooperative, they can give you 200,000. If you have contributed 300,000, they can give you 600,000. If you have contributed 500,000 to the cooperative, they can give you times 2, which is 500,000, and some cooperative can give you times 3, which is 1.5 million. And maybe the business you want to do, that you have the business plan, is such and such amount. Wow, you've contributed 500,000 to the cooperative or 200,000, then go and get 2 times of that value, and then go into your business and then run the business, get the money out, and then you pay back your loan in the cooperative, and then the business keeps running. When you have other needs in the business again, you go back to the cooperative, you take the loan, and then your business keeps running. So after you have contributed regularly, then apply for low interest loans or emergency business funds. Then you have to present a clear business plan when seeking cooperative loan. So you make a business plan that is clear to them. Now, some people borrow from cooperatives, they don't return back. They don't return the money back. They start pursuing them, especially when the cooperative is not a workers' cooperative. In a workers' cooperative, they can take your money from the source. From the source means as your salary is coming, cooperative will have removed their money from the salary. But in a non-workers cooperative, they can't go and meet your customer and collect money from the customer. So you must put money in the cooperative by yourself. Some people take loan from the cooperative like that, they refuse to pay. And some people are not supposed to be in business. Because when they refuse to pay, the next time they need loan again, they will not be able to get the loan. They will not be able to, in fact, if they want to get a loan, they will scrutinize them. And they cannot get any advantage from such cooperatives. Now, I spoke about presenting a clear business plan, then how to maximize cooperative support. Number one thing you need to do is to attend meetings and engage in cooperative decisions. You attend the meeting of the cooperative, that's where you learn a lot of things. I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of things in the different leadership position I've served, even as a cooperator. I served as the vice president of the cooperative, and I saw a lot of things, how everything is being done, how everything is being run, and many other things like that. So attend the meetings and engage in cooperative vision, engage in their decision making. I was in a particular meeting last week, not cooperative, but another meeting, and then somebody said, why is the same person, the treasurer, the secretary, also financial secretary, also the treasurer? They now told him, when they call for meeting, that person normally should be the secretary, but he's the one holding the money. He's the one holding leading this thing, do many things. The chairman now said, when we call for meeting, you don't come, others don't come. This is the person that I see and that comes for meeting. Now, even the person that asked the question was an ESCO. The moment he became an ESCO, he traveled out of the country. And now, just last week, he came around and is asking that question. That is a baseless question for that kind of person. The chairman answered him properly. People that it's okay, now you want to keep money with somebody. You're not going to keep it with somebody that is not coming to the meeting. No, it's not possible. You want to discuss something. Are you going to go and discuss it with somebody that is not coming to the meeting? No, not possible. So that is why you must attend cooperative meetings and engage in cooperative decisions. Okay, they want to do you to bring your own idea. Don't say they are the only one doing it. Go there and make your own contribution. Then offer services or products to members of the cooperative. You see, a cooperative is out to get people to put money together and do business and make profit and share dividend. Now, if you have a business proposal, you may not even sell it, collect money and run it. You can sell the business proposal to the cooperative. So the cooperative is even the one that will run it, but you are the one they are going to use because you are the one that have the knowledge. So you can see, cooperative is not always for you to just go and borrow money. That's your business idea. If you join the cooperative and you are active, they know you, then you tell them about the business plan. Then the cooperative can put down the money and then the business runs. You that brought the plan, there will be some amount of profit that will come to you apart from what is going to the cooperative society. So this is another advantage of the cooperative which you have to take advantage of. Then in a cooperative, another way to maximize it is take advantage of the training that you receive in the cooperative. Time to time, they will organize trainings for you. Cooperative societies, the Ministry of Commerce is in charge of cooperative in every state in Nigeria. They will organize trainings. Some other people will come with training. If they invite you to a training, go to the training, ask questions, maximize the opportunity, and make sure that you enable yourself from the training. Grants can come to the cooperative. When the grant is announced, take advantage of the grant and use it very well. Then there's also bulk purchase opportunity. There can be opportunity for bulk purchase where somebody brings something at wholesale price to cooperators. Why not? You go for it and get it. That is part of the benefit of the cooperative. Then in a cooperative, you have to build trust and credit worthiness within the group. You build trust and credit worthiness within the group. I cannot overemphasize this. Some people are not credit worthy. So, and as vice president of my cooperative, people have come to meet me a lot of time. They say they went to meet the treasurer, he didn't give them. They went to meet the president, he didn't give them. They went to meet this one, he didn't give them. So when they come to meet me, I will now talk to the treasurer. The treasurer somehow will respond and will cooperate with me and will do what, because I've intervened, he will just assist them. But those people did not build trust. And that's why the treasurer, the president sometimes, the president said, this person is not qualified for this loan. But the person is not qualified, but he wants to pay school fees. The school fees Will he now leave his school and not pay? You need to pay. Or the person have health challenge. Will you now leave the health challenge? And then when the person die now, the money, is that when the person will pay your loan? No. So in some cases, people they will come to their aid, but some people are not credit worthy. They are not sick, they are not nothing is wrong with them. They just owe and they refuse to pay. So this is what we should guide against. I want to be sure that we are following Asmau and Abdul Ghani. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm with you, sir.
All right, thank you. So I was talking about building trust and credit worthiness within the group. That is how to maximize cooperative support. There are a lot of opportunities in the cooperative. And in fact, I will look forward to, yes, the other time Dr. Yemisi Adeyeye spoke with you, and then we discussed, she has a cooperative. She has a cooperative. Many things that people are doing, I look at it, why can't you? Why can't you start even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 members, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Before you know it, you learn and it stands. And then it moves on. So I will advise you link up with Yemisi Adeyeye. She's well experienced, and then look forward also to starting your own with people of like minds. Now let's look at the challenges and how to overcome them in the cooperative. In the cooperative, there are many challenges, and that is why in this youth entrepreneurship training, the training enable you to be able to stand out anywhere. If you really follow through everything we are teaching, we've been saying, it makes you to stand out as a leader. One of the key challenges in society is leadership. Seriously funny. Leadership, as easy as you think leadership is one of the key challenges of any place. Leadership. Most people are docile. You see, people are docile. I don't know how to put it now. They are docile. They are inactive. They are passive. Until you have a class. Let's take for example, you have a class, the teacher has not come, the lecturer has not come. Everybody will start just discussing with their friends. Now, you just form a class. Nobody chose the class rep. The guy just stood up and they say do something, the guy just did it. They say do something, the lady just came up and do it. That person is a leader. Some people, they rather die than be leaders. And we have majority, high percentage of people in society are not ready to take up leadership position, even though we are blaming Tinubu. But in our own little way, we don't want any leadership position in our way. So one of the challenges of cooperative society is poor leadership or poor management. That is one of the challenges. That's a key challenge. People just go to cooperative, they want to embezzle money. They want to steal money. That's why they join the cooperative. They're not joining because they want to make things. They don't have any idea of how things should go. You don't have idea. You just want to go and steal the money in the cooperative. You just want to steal people's money, and instead of taking times 2, they'll be taking times 5. So when you want to join cooperatives with transparent leadership. Like on campus, we have many cooperatives. Some people, because of what they have heard about a particular cooperative, they will leave their cooperative and come to that cooperative. Or because of what they have heard, they will not leave their cooperative, but they will join that cooperative as plan B. As plan B for them. I belong to 2 cooperatives because the second one, we are the one that founded it. It was ASU Cooperative. So we founded it. I was in the committee that brainstormed about how it was going to go. So naturally, it was our brainchild. So naturally, I belong to that cooperative, and I've been faithful there. So you have to join cooperative with transparent leadership. Then loan defaulting is another challenge of cooperatives. Loan defaulting. You have to build a strong repayment culture. In some cases where they cannot take the money out from source, the person will write undertaking with the bank There are ways that cooperatives can operate. They have taken with the bank, they have agreement with the bank. You do this before this is even banks. They have insurance. When you want to take some loans on the bank, you have to prepare insurance. In case you default, they will get their money from the insurance. But they have done this user, but anyhow, something unexpected happen. The insurance company will pay. Then another challenge of cooperatives is lack of awareness. So you have to educate others on the benefits of cooperatives. The benefits are very huge. Let's say you want to build a house as a worker, any salary. You can't build a house by every month. They pay you so much. You don't take 10,000, 20,000, 5,000, and go and put it in the house. With 10,000 or every 10,000 you collect this month, can you roof your house? You cannot roof the house. Can you buy the wood to roof the house? You cannot. So that's why that money now, put it in the cooperative for 2 years. After 2 years, then take times 2 of what you have. That can be sometimes can give you up to 2 million. So with that, you just pour a room into the building. Then you go for another 2 years. After that, you take again and do something. That is how it can be done. The same thing in business. You can continue with the cooperative, then after 1 year with the cooperative, or 2 years, just keep running until you put in a little amount by the side in a well-organized cooperative. After 2 years, take money and then launch out based on your business plan properly, and then you move on. Even if you have a grant, you still want to scale. You don't want to remain at the same level. You want to scale above where you are. So you still need that cooperative to scale so that you can get higher grant and then scale and get higher grant and scale. So this is where it comes in. Another challenge of cooperatives and how to overcome them is limited networking. Actively connect with members and partners. Some people don't network. You don't network. You need to network. You need to do what? To network. In your field, in your area, where you are. Network. Even in this class, apart from the lecture, some people never, they just in the group. They never interact. That, okay, I attended a training or like a seminar on investments around the Salah time. And then immediately there, they asked us to network. I have 3 people's contacts. 3. And then we are discussing and looking at how I ask what the person does. The person also asks what I do. And then we discuss and then we move ahead. So you network together and then you strategize. Human resource is very, very critical. Human resource, very, very is the most critical resource. So one of the key benefits in this course is the human resource that you have gathered. And this human resource, you can reach them after the class and lecturers. And let me tell you something, lecturers, I've had that when I was a student, even before I entered university. Some people in the University of Lagos used to come to teach us, where ASU was on strike then in the lesson I was attending then, secondary school. So the guy said, most lecturers, after lecture, they go back to their office expecting the students to come and ask them questions based on what they have lectured. Because the lecturer has a lecture 2 to 3 or 11 to 12. And another lecturer comes in. So whatever question you want to ask, because of the time, they may not ask in the class. The lecturer will go back to the office, sit down, expect the student to come and ask questions. Student will not ask questions. And the same thing I have seen when I became a lecturer. Students are in a haste to leave the university and to go out. Out there, the lecturers know the people out there. Because those people out there, they are the products of the lecturers. They will not run. It was after like some years, they will come back again and then come and settle down. They think somehow. So what I'm saying is that human resources is very, very key. And we should network within the cooperative and within any environment to find ourselves as much as possible. So I want to ask if you have any question so that we can take it before we continue. Any question on how to raise funds from and maximize business cooperatives in Nigeria? Any question on this before we continue? If you have any question, you can unmute yourself and ask. Abdulganiu, Dorcas, Caroline, Opa, Asmau. Any question?
Sir.
Ahmed.
No, sir. Understand.
All right. Now, in the answer to the question, I am going to give you a simple assignment. The assignment is like this. You identify and visit a local cooperative society in your area. You identify the cooperative and then you visit the cooperative. Number 2, you interview a member of the cooperative on how they got money or they got funded from the cooperative. You get it now? Now, number 3, this one you've already done it, so you don't need to do it because business proposal, you can't run away from it. As a business individual, as an entrepreneur, you can't run away from proposal. Every time you're writing proposal, every time. And please, you see the way I hammer it, up to now, just about 21 persons submitted the proposal out of 50 people. Okay, if even if you don't come to class, they now say submit the proposal. They didn't submit the proposal. So proposal is sometimes like here now. Number 3 says prepare a one-page proposal for your business. One-page proposal for your business. Then attend at least one cooperative meeting in the next month. But this one we are going to round up very soon. By this time next month we have rounded up, so it will be in the next week. In the next 1 week, you should attend at least one cooperative meeting. If you belong to a cooperative, attend their meeting. If you don't belong to a cooperative, look for one. I just said, see, I'm asked to attend. I just want to attend and see how you do your meeting. Sometimes the meeting is in somebody's sitting room. Like one, I went to visit somebody who was the former director of cooperative in Kwara State last 2 weeks in his house. And then, as I was in his room, people were waiting. They wanted to have a cooperative meeting. You can see the card, everything. So I went to discuss something with him. He said, I should say what I want to say. I said, let's go. I said, no, say it here. All these people here, they are cooperators. So they are not going to take my information. My information is not, they are not new to such information. And I quickly told him what I wanted to tell him. And he told me the way out. And then we move on. So number 5, practical or take home is attend at least one cooperative meeting in the next week. Then share your experience with the group. Share your experience with the group after attending the cooperative meeting. You don't send anything to me by my DM. Some people are sending to me by DM. Send anything you want to send, send it to the group so that people can see and share from the knowledge that you are bringing, and then you also share from their own knowledge. So those who came to my DM, I was submitting something, I was looking at, we say submit here, you are submitting to my DM. So you share your experience with the group during, in the next 1 week. After you attend a cooperative meeting, within a week, then the experience you get, you share it with the group. So in the answer of any question, I cannot overemphasize the importance of a cooperative. When the Wright brothers made the machine that can fly, the aeroplane, in their place, then in their own town. And then they've set everything, they've set the engine, put everything together. They call the whole town to come and see the machine fly for the first time. Out of the whole town, only 5 people came out to see the machine. Only 5 people were enthusiastic that this machine can fly, and they came out to see it. Today, aeroplane, whether you want to see it, you don't want to see it. Once in any major city, you will see it flying by force. So that is what happens when you have a good business plan, good business knowledge, everything, and then you have the funding that you can use to make the business run. It's going to be very, very easy to go. So with this, I have come to the conclusion of how to raise funds and maximize business cooperatives in Nigeria, and I believe that in a uh, few weeks, few months, during or after this course, all these things that we are sharing with you, you're going to use them to your own advantage and maximize them. The pitch advert is out. If you want to pitch, I hope you have. Okay, ask your question, please. Ask your question.
Okay, thank you, sir. I want to ask that in cooperative, is there an opportunity, or is there how the products and services of the members can be advertised, like on the aspect of support from the cooperative? Is there how they can help members to like sell or advertise the products or services they are doing?
Can anybody answer that question? Thank you for your question. I want somebody to answer the question. I want somebody to answer that question. That the product, Abdulganiu, can you answer? Caroline. Okay.
Yes, sir. So I think we have some segments in cooperative. Okay, we have like farmer cooperative. These people, they can give loan on money, they can give loan on fertilizer and likes of that. And then I think their payments can be in form of the products. So you can give them your product, they will sell it, and then they will keep your money. You have it saved in their account.
All right, thank you.
There is something.
Thank you. What's the name, please? Caroline. Thank you, Caroline. Any other person want to add to the question as an answer to the question?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Professor Suleiman.
While you were presenting your lecture, you mentioned the fact that some cooperative engage in trade and savings.
Yeah.
So if all members jointly agree, they can also bring in their products, which the cooperative may sell on their behalf. And by so doing, they will not only be saving and making money, they will also be selling their various products.
Yes.
It's up to the general public or even to the government for possible subsidy to poor or less advantaged areas. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. The two responses are correct. I just want to see if you are following, and I'm happy that you are actually following. I made mention that during Christmas they can sell rice. During Salah, they can give loan. Maybe they can even bring ram. I mentioned that ram, if you are a cooperator and then you have a farm for ram, will they go outside and go and buy ram? If your price is good, compare with the price they're selling it elsewhere, they will go for your own now, and it's your own they will go to sell to the members, and then they will pay you, and then you make money. So if any product are selling that the cooperative can help you to sell to the members, you bring it, and then they will help you to sell it. So that's one of the benefits. I mentioned it of the cooperative. And that's why I talk about the challenges that there's limited networking. Then I now said actively connect with members and partners. And I mentioned that you should attend the meeting of the cooperative. It is when you attend the meeting, you know the direction they want to go from day one. And then tell them where you also want to come in. And then they look at it. And then automatic bawole, then you are good to go. So that's how it is. I also say offer services or products to members of the cooperative. That is how to maximize the cooperative support. You offer services or product to them. Let's say that the cooperative you are into training, for example, and the cooperative you're looking for somebody to train them, you want to do training. You are there now. So you tell them you have your own companies about training. So you are the one that will train them. And then you engage them. So that is how it goes. Do you have any other question? Any other question before we call it a day? All right, in the absence of any question, I will take the practical activity again. Identify and visit a local cooperative society in your area. Interview a member on how they assessed funding. Then prepare a one-page proposal for your business. You can see proposal writing there, you can't run away from it. Please note that you cannot run away from it as a business person. And if you know that you don't want to be writing proposal, I mean, I don't know the kind of business you say you are doing, that you can't write proposal. It's very, very simple to write. And we've taken 2 sessions already in this training talking about proposal writing. Then, so some proposal can say 3-page, 4-page, 5-page, unlimited number of pages. I wrote a proposal some time ago about the time we are starting this training at the opening ceremony. So they asked me to go and elaborate on my methods. I just gave them, they didn't say that before, I just gave them hints, points. They said I should break it down and expand it, and I did. So in some cases, they just say 1 page, some cases, maybe 2 pages. Maybe they just want to see a sketch of your proposal. That's number 3. Then number 4, attend at least 1 cooperative meeting in the next week. Then share your experience with the group share your experience in the group after attending the cooperative meeting. So with these and the others of any question, I want to thank you for attending today's class, and I hope that we have gained a lot from this, and it's going to help our businesses and our lives to move to the next level. So with this, I want to thank you for coming. Thank you, Professor Suleiman, the incoming coordinator of the Kwara State chapter of USGAN. Thank you for attending this session today. Thank you, everyone, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.